It was a freezing night, and the streets were almost empty. The black SUV slowed down, its headlights cutting through the darkness. That's when he saw her, a little girl, barely 8, sitting on the curb with nothing but a thin sweater, hugging herself against the cold. Most people had walked past without even looking. He pulled over. She glanced up, eyes wide, and whispered, "Please, I'm so hungry." He didn't know it yet, but helping this child would take him back to a night decades ago, a night when he was the one, begging for help, and nobody came. Mike Johnson was a name everyone in the city knew, CEO of a multi-million-dollar tech company, philanthropist, and the kind of man whose success stories were featured in glossy magazines. But few knew the scars he carried, scars no money could erase. That night, he had just left a charity gala, dressed in a tailored black suit, when he saw the small figure on the side of the road. The city was wrapped in the bitter grip of winter, snow crunching under tires. The little girl's cheeks were red from the cold, her hair tangled, her knees drawn up to her chest. Mike pulled over instinctively. "Hey," he said softly, kneeling down. "Where are your parents?" She shrugged, avoiding eye contact. He wrapped his scarf around her neck and led her to his warm car. She didn't speak much, only murmured that her name was Lily and that she hadn't eaten since the day before. Mike felt a tightening in his chest, not just because of her hunger, but because this scene was painfully familiar. As the car heater hummed, Mike stared out the windshield. "She has no idea," he thought, "that I used to be just like her, invisible to the world." Driving through the quiet streets, Mike began telling Lily a story, his story. He had grown up in one of the poorest neighborhoods in the Deep South. His mother worked 2 cleaning jobs, and his father had disappeared before he was born. They lived in a crumbling apartment, with peeling walls and a faulty heater that barely worked in winter. When Mike was 8, the same age as Lily, his life changed forever. His little brother, Peter, fell sick with a high fever. Mike's mother begged for help. She knocked on neighbors' doors, most of them white, pleading for a ride to the nearest clinic. But every door either stayed shut or was answered with cold excuses. "Sorry, can't help," they'd say. Some wouldn't even open the door fully, just a sliver wide enough to dismiss her. Hours passed, and Peter's fever climbed higher. Mike remembered holding his brother's burning hand as his breathing slowed. By the time they managed to get a bus to the clinic, it was too late. Peter died in his mother's arms. From that night, Mike understood something cruel. Poverty and racism were a double sentence. They didn't just keep you down, they could take everything you loved. He told Lily how he worked odd jobs, endured taunts at school, and saved every penny he could. When he finally got a scholarship to college, it was like grabbing onto a rope in the middle of a storm. But even there, racism followed him. Professors doubting his abilities, classmates whispering behind his back, employers refusing to hire him despite his qualifications. Mike paused, his knuckles tightening on the steering wheel. "There was a night," he said slowly, "when I almost gave up." He had been homeless, living in his car after a job offer fell through. One rainy night, he sat in the driver's seat, shivering from the cold, stomach empty. He went to a diner, ordered the cheapest thing on the menu, black coffee, and overheard a group of businessmen talking about a tech startup idea. Mike knew he could build it. He interrupted them, offered his help for free, and spent weeks proving himself. That was the break he needed. His skills turned their small startup into a thriving company, and soon he was leading his own. But Mike never forgot what it felt like to be ignored, dismissed, and left to suffer simply because of the color of his skin. And as he glanced at Lily in the passenger's seat, shivering under his coat, he realized he had the chance to be for her what no one had been for him. Mike took Lily to a 24-hour diner, ordered her a warm meal, and listened as she told him about her life. Her parents were struggling. her father gone, her mother working nights. She had been waiting for her mom outside their apartment when the landlord locked the door, claiming they were behind on rent. Mike arranged for Lily and her mother to stay in a safe shelter, covered their rent, and connected them with support programs. Before they parted, he knelt down and said, "One day, you'll have the chance to help someone the way I helped you tonight. Promise me you'll do it." She nodded, eyes bright with gratitude. As he drove away, Mike thought of Peter, his little brother who never got a second chance. Helping Lily wouldn't bring him back, but maybe it would keep another child from feeling that same helplessness. And maybe, just maybe, that was how change began. If this story touched your heart, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who needs to hear it today. Your support helps us bring more real stories that inspire and remind us of the power of kindness.